button form fans, I'm going to show you an additional couple of steps you can take if you have this at home. If not, you can order these through the button form. But you can do a couple different things with this beautiful embellishment from GSL Cuts that I used on the cover of my folio. And I just wanted to show you a couple little things that you might want to do or want to try. First of all, I'm using Designer Dries Clear Glue. Yes, this bottle is a wreck. It's older than the hills, but what I do is keep this bottle and buy a large size bottle of the refills. You can only buy this glue during warm months. They won't sell it or ship it in the wintertime. So if you want some, get it now. It's fabulous. I use it on everything. My books do not fall apart when I use it. When they do fall apart, it's because I used tape by accident years ago, and I won't make that mistake again. But it dries clear. And when I say dries clear, I mean there is no shine to this whatsoever. All the other glues that I try that say dries clear, they dry shiny. This does not. You don't see it. Trust me on this one because it's really good stuff. So the first thing I'm going to show you that you can do is use these teeny little micro beads. See how little they are? And they come in different colors, different styles, different companies make them, but they're really fun to use. And to use these, and I've got some different colors mixed in here by accident, and I don't really care that they're mixed in because these are so teeny you hardly see them anyway. But I use a coffee filter, or you can use a piece of paper when you do this. It is kind of messy, so work in a space where you have enough room. And the first thing I use is my Designer Dries Clear Glue, and I'm going to put glue wherever I want those micro beads. And because I want to build up those micro beads, I put my glue in little piles. Okay, and this is where it gets messy. Now let me show you this first. Okay, can you see the white glue in there? This is the messy part. You're going to pour these micro beads on the glue. Going to wait a minute, and because they're so little, they literally go everywhere. And then I'm going to take them off by pouring them into my coffee filter, and then I'm going to let those dry. And when they dry, they will be gorgeous. There's some sticking here that shouldn't be sticking. I'm going to get those off. And I'm going to do some more up here. Here we go again, another mess. I'm pouring all over the place. Pour them into my coffee cup. Coffee filter, coffee cup, I hope not. Maybe that's what's wrong with me this morning. I poured them into my coffee cup. Okay, and we're going to let those dry a little bit, but it really gives some oomph. And actually, let me just show you what the gold ones look like. They would be really pretty with this, so I'm putting some glue on the bottom here. And again, I'm putting it in a little bunch. I can mix a little of this. Mix some colors in here. And because I will use whatever I pour into the coffee filter, I'm using a different coffee filter for this, for the gold color. And then if I want to just push it around a little bit, probably should be using something else, but I don't. So I'm just going to push this around. Remember I said it dries clear. I'm going to let that dry. Clean off the tip of my glue because I shouldn't probably be doing it anyway. And then while that's drying, I'm going to show you another trick. It's not a trick. It's something that we've used for a long time. Glossy Accents. It comes in different manufacturers make this. This happens to be the one from Ranger. There's another one that's available. I'm not sure where you get it, but it's called Glaze and Glue. So either one of these will work. The reason I like Glossy Accents is it comes in this tiny bottle. And unless you use this a lot, some of these things can dry up on you. But it comes with this little bitty tip. It is water-based. And you touch, barely touch the tip. Let me get these out of the way for a minute. Barely touch the tip to your chipboard. This has been around for a long time, so you've probably seen this before. But you can get bubbles in this. I find to keep the bubbles out, I keep the tip in the glue. I know this sounds funny, but when you're putting it on, see that? So let me show you what I mean by keeping the tip in the glue. Now see this? I'm not lifting this. It's in the Glossy Accents. If you lift, you tend to get bubbles. And if you get bubbles, it's okay. You take a little pin and burst the bubbles with the little pin. But if you can see this close enough, you can see that I've got some of the micro beads on the chipboard just because they're so little and they like to stick to things. And I'm keeping them on there. I'm not shooing them off. And when this dries, they will still be on that pretty piece. Let's see, I just keep going with it. The tip is still in the Glossy Accents, so I'm not getting any. When this dries, I'm going to come back and show you because it takes a little bit for it to dry. But you can see that it's built up, and that's what makes it so pretty. You get this amazing clear build-up on your chip, and it looks so pretty and professional. Skip this one. Let's go back here. It heals itself, so no heat required. Excuse me. I have morning voice yet, even though I've been up for hours. Can you see where I'm going with this? Or is my hand in the way? I'll work the other way. And if you're interested in getting this, you can get it through the Button Farm. Ranger does sell small and large bottles. Personally, I prefer the small bottle, which is the size I'm using. It's pretty little, see? But if I don't use all of the big bottles and maybe I've got them setting around for a couple of months, which happens, I have had an issue of them drying out. So I'm going to let this dry. It's a little bit whitish, opaque-ish when you put it on. You can already see the shine and how built up that is. Isn't that amazing? It doesn't go out of the lines. Once you place it there, it's there. So it stays where you put it. Even on flat surfaces, look, it's not running at all. I'm not even afraid to do that. And I'm going to come back and show you how this looks once it's dry. See you in a bit.